What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Gundam Evolution gameplay. We're going to be playing on Quarry again. I feel like I've been doing a lot of this map lately. And we're going to be playing as Jim. This is actually pre-last patch gameplay. I do want to get some of the gameplay after the patch, but Jim didn't get any changes in that last patch. And I did have this good game saved in my recordings that I did still want to show off. So we're not going to see too much difference here. I guess Melee Zaku is here, so this is pre-buff Melee Zaku. So he's going to be a bit weaker than before, and I guess Hyperion also got that pretty big G maneuver buff, so we're not going to be seeing that. But for the most part, things didn't change too drastically in that last patch, and we do still have the bigger bullets for Jim and the faster dash gauge recharge while shielding, which may come in handy occasionally. I feel like Jim is in an okay spot right now. He's kind of been in an okay spot for a while. I think, though, that the addition of Susanowo is actually a pretty big deal for him. I talked about a little bit in my last Susanowo video in regards to turn A, how it's kind of harder for turn A than other melee suits to deal with, because it's harder to predict when he's going to go in on you, because he can drop the slows from Beam Chakram or Tri Punisher, and then he can either immediately dash or he can wait it out a little bit. It's a little bit the same with Jim. Because, you know, Jim has always struggled a bit with melees since the beginning of the game, but when they gave him that super armor on the shield bash, it actually made him pretty good at a lot of those matchups, like Barb and Exia, because they telegraph their attacks in. If you use the super armor to get through their stuns and have the damage of those attacks, they're usually going to fall short of actually being able to full kill you. And, you know, like I said with turn A, it's kind of the same issue against Susan, where do you want to shield bash right away to try and, you know, predict him coming in with that dash, or do you try and wait a little bit to see what he's going to do? And it's a bit rougher. And also Beam Chakram, you know, goes through your shield and does 400 damage, which is half your HP if you don't have any sort of armor or anything. So that's kind of tough to deal with, and you're slower when you got your shield out, so it's usually pretty easy for him to land both hits unless you're looking right at him. So that's a bit tough, but definitely doable. And we're not dealing with Susan right now, but you may imagine from how I'm talking about it, he will show up later. I will spoil that much. But so far, going pretty good here until I feed a full Jim ult into that Melee Zaku Survive, giving him what I imagine rage off that, even without the rage buffs. I'm pretty sure that would be enough to get it. I don't know where he is right now. I think he's off probably trying to murder people. We're able to stop the disarm. Fortunately, Guntank with that charge does manage to finish me off. We got a couple G maneuvers coming in. I saw an Ashmar punch. 15 seconds left. We're looking okay. So I actually had a G maneuver fairly early there. Jim's G maneuver does charge really fast, but yeah, I guess I probably should have waited until Melee Zaku was dead. I didn't know where he was at. He fell from the sky right after I threw it down, which ended up being pretty unfortunate. At the end of the day, we were still able to get it. We can move on to the second set of points. For the rest of their team, I don't think anyone's going to be too much of an issue. Oh, this Marasai getting a shock from the back. I couldn't even see him. I'm surprised that hit me. I guess it spreads out a little bit after he fires it, but that was kind of shocking. Looks like we're actually going to come out of this okay. We got our Marasai back up, force that Range Zaku to run away, and we are going to get our Dynames as well. But like I was saying, you know, the rest of these probably shouldn't be too bad of a matchup for me. I can deal with Hyperion pretty well. Marasai shouldn't be a problem as long as I see him and have my shield up. It takes him a bit to burn through that shield. Metis, you know, I can just tank most of the damage he puts out front. I won't have to get hit by that huge twin shot most of the time, although right there just helped break my shield pretty fast, so maybe I shouldn't speak too soon on that one. But we're trying to push up the left side here. I think most of my team went right. It looks like Ashmar went in deep. And I thought, you know, they were going to go get the waypoint, maybe get a quick cap. And I saw at least one person with me, but it looks like it's Dynames. I'm just going to chill in this building for the time being. Marasai does push in, and I'm getting shot by Range Zaku from the side. I think Hyperion's there as well, and now suddenly it's a 3v1. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's the rest of my team? So they got a plant yet? Managing to stay alive for a bit. They're all on me. I actually shoot the Hyperion in the leg, and I do take him out. And still no plant yet, but thankfully Dynames did manage to get back over here. Didn't get the repair on me, but he did manage to clean up from that and get a few kills. And we do finally have the plant, but it looks like we lost the waypoint during that. I'm not actually sure how that happened, because Range Zaku was with me. He would have been the most likely culprit for that. Maybe Metis took off and landed over there, or maybe Guntank went for it. I guess they would be pretty close in the top there after they cleared up our Ashmar. Now we got the plant. I decided to ignore the waypoint for now. Try and come in and get a kill here. But Range Zaku, another G maneuver that I couldn't even see the person, caught me right as I walked around that corner there. In fact, I don't even know if I was around the corner fully. He may have just clipped me as he came around it. But a quick death there, it wasn't able to accomplish anything. And even though we've had this plant for a pretty long time, almost getting up to you know, 3/4 of the way, or 2/3 of the way there, I guess. Actually a little bit over that now, so someone's still delaying it, but they do manage to get the disarm. And now I'm thinking, yeah, we probably need the waypoint. Decide to come over here again. Still not sure how we lost it before, but I'm thinking I can probably handle whoever they've got. Range Zaku's G maneuver is down. As long as I see Marasai, I shouldn't get hooked. But Hyperion is waiting around the corner and narrowly almost got out of that. Actually, there was a chance there where I could have got stuck on the wall surrounding the waypoint and lived, but it didn't manage to wedge me out of that. And I think I tried to shield bash because the hyper armor gets me through the stun of it briefly. I shield bash down into him. I thought I'd kind of go through his back and be safe, but the super armor isn't that long. It may have been a better move to just go forward or kind of up and forward, and I think I tested it out here. I'm thinking, like, how much air does that get me if I push upward? Didn't look like much there, but I also don't think I was holding down hover, so maybe it would work a little bit better. So I was kind of questioning if I made the right play there, but we do finally have waypoint again after 3 quick deaths from me, and now I'm hoping we can finally push through here. Looks like I actually got some teammates spawning up at the waypoint. We've actually got forced to go through. No more Hyperion ult for a little bit. Guntank's pushing in, does a lot of damage, but I decided to keep my shield facing forward to try and block any additional damage from my teammates. We lose Susanowo. I think we have the Beam Magnum from Unicorn and a great hook by Marasai, saving my life there. I don't think I would have had enough damage to finish that melee Zaku off on my own. But I get hooked just narrowly around that corner. Marasai's got my back again, scaring away the guy who hooked me. I'm getting in a position to stop this. Thankfully, Hyperion doesn't have a bubble. I don't think my detonator would have been enough to kill him through that. But it did help when he didn't have the bubble available. Decided to come over here and cover the other drop down. Narrowly misses melee Zaku, but I'm actually okay with that because I don't want him up here with me. He can't deal with me when he's down there, really. Get 2, finish off him, and I decide safe to drop down. And melee Zaku's out of the picture. That means I can throw out these mines, hopefully, because he won't be able to survive through them. And, well, we'll see, I guess. He could come back in time. He will still have a chance to spawn in. Do stop Hyperion there. I was a little bit worried he was going to go over into my mines while his bubble was still up and eat all of those. But there they go. They do go off, take out that Metis as soon as he drops down. There's not much left they have. Melee Zaku is back right after those mines finished. So I had to wait till he put up survive, but then he put up right as I shot at him, but not enough time for him to do anything about it with all of us there. And that is going to be the end of round 1. So we did use up our whole time to get both those points, but 2-0 can still be hard to beat on this map, so we'll see how it goes on the defense. Alright, starting off the defensive round here, I'm set up on the right side here. Got a little bit of defensive setup going already with my detonator out in front. But they do a full push here, and I warned you about it. Here he is. They do have the Susan switch coming out. And I think I probably would have died there no matter what they had. They had like a 4-man push going on that right side. But certainly did help having him there, and I think they cleaned up pretty good overall, so it is going to be a very quick waypoint capture for them. And we did pretty okay on our first push. We got the waypoint relatively quick as well, but not this fast. This is a little bit worrisome. They're already starting to push up into this upper area. They also have a gym as a new switch. I think the Unicorn... Actually, can't remember. No, yeah, they had met this before. I think Unicorn is new. And the Exia is new. So yeah, they got a lot of new people coming out on their attacking here. Barely living. Susanowo is chasing me. I got a couple shots on him. Unicorn comes in to help me with that extra armor. And with his bullets, of course, to help finish off that kill. They do have this plant already on B point. I think we're going to be able to get Guntank here despite his masterful juking. We managed to finish him off. Scared away their Unicorn, I believe. Maybe he's up here top. Brings Zaku really low and just slip past me and disappear from view. But a nice hammer from our Gundam. Finish off Unicorn, finish off Ring Zaku, and finish off Jim for the quick triple kill. Susanowo's trying to come in. He dashes into that pillar, which buys us a little bit more time. And even with that last 2 Exia and Ring Zaku crashing down on us, we do have the disarm. So for now, we are going to be able to hold. But another Ring Zaku G maneuver, very well placed. Ended up getting both me and Unicorn. And I start pinging him here. I'm like, please, someone finish him off. And Marasai does manage to get him. I think switching up on our team, we also have this new Gundam, which I believe is new. I guess switching... Yeah, we had the Dynamics last round as well. Looks like that's what the Gundam is now. So a little bit more close range than before. We had that sniper, but I managed to pick up that gym there. It's down on me again. Trying to get out with my life. Especially since they have that gun thing there to help him as well. And I've got my G maneuver already. And there's no melee Zaku to worry about this time, so I can probably be a little more liberal with it. I have to worry about it. I'm getting completely wasted. Also, they're also off the Hyperion as well, so that bubble can't deal with it either. So really only a well-placed Jim just standing there with the shield out is going to be able to block it, I think. Or range Zaku smoke could also be a problem. So I decided to put it right around that little corner there. But unfortunately, it sounds like they're starting to push A point. I don't remember exactly how long those mines last. Depending on how this goes, they may disappear before any enemy has a chance to show up. I'm playing a little bit scared right now because of that core fighter, and there's their Jim mines. He puts them out. Although I got Marasai here to threaten him with that hook, so he's forced to back up from that. He does go down. Susan takes out all those mines for us with his face, and we were able to get the revives. So actually not a bad play there. I don't know if he planned that or if he didn't know they were there at all. But him dying there did clear the path for us. Now they've got their Susanowo in his Transam going. So Marasai there just kind of playing it safe, poking away, losing my shield pretty quick. Do decide to grab the health pack even though I'm still pretty healthy. Excellent G maneuver though. Done a lot there. I get a lot of damage with my detonator, but the Susan's on me again. Good heal. Land 2 headshots in a row, using that extra dash recharge speed to my advantage. But still, that's a tough fight. I was spamming my shield bash there at the end, hoping I could get it off, just to try and finish him off since he was pretty low, but did not get it in time. It looks like we're still holding. We do take him out after I went down. And we're at less than a minute, so I got to make something happen here. I do believe my mines are wasted. I didn't see any kills from it, unless it was while I was in the middle of some other action. But I'm almost to my next set, so it's not a big deal. If I'd held on this whole time, I would basically the same result right now, because they did just come up again. I'm eyeing that same spot again, but I do see they have the Hyperion now. I push in with that. Try and shield back that Jim. I miss, kind of go flying past his face. Guys go down there. I try to make sure to finish off his body as quickly as possible, because I don't want the mines to get wasted on it. It looks like a couple got wasted anyways, trying to hit someone on the upper deck and crashing into the floor. There's still a few left, threatening that corner. And if anyone tries to drop down an arm, it will still be a problem. Ashmar goes to his plant here, but we've got the headshots on him. Here's Susan. I do that preemptive shield bash. I think it did block a little bit of damage. But we will not get to see the end of that individual fight, because the round is over. Now, I think my mines did pick up one more kill there at the very end, stopping Guntai going in for a last-second plant on that. Managed to get MVP as well. Good gym game. Very action-packed the whole way through. And like I said, you know, I still enjoy playing gym a lot. I just feel like it can be a little bit rough with the current popularity of Susanowo. I know he got a bit of a nerf in the last patch, so we'll have to see if that affects his play rate much at all. Definitely still playable, though. I think the bullet buffs probably affect Jim less than all the others, because Gundam and Marasai have better range. New, we know, is in a weak state, so the buffs are a little bit more noticeable, but it's still something good. You know, I definitely whiff a fair amount of shots at Jim, so having some bigger bullets is nice. But either way, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay today. If you want to see more, you can catch me live on Twitch, or you can stay tuned here on YouTube for more videos. So thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you next time.